formula again?
A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared.
Miss, isn't it c squared equals a plus c?
Same thing.
That's the same thing.
So
Can you look, please?
we have hypotenuse.
I got it from your desk. It just fell off.
Okay,
Miss, how come b is not the hypotenuse?
because the way they use the letters, they represent letters for different things, and they could have said A could be the hypotenuse, but in this formula, they say the C will always be the hypotenuse. So we, right? We take C and we reserve it for hypotenuse all the time. So in here, remember, this is my hypotenuse. What's the hypotenuse on the triangle?
The hypotenuse is the
The one
longest
opposite from the right angle.
Yeah, that's right. It's also opposite from the right angle.
Miss, I want to become a high school dropout.
No, don't say that. Opposite to... Shh. And what are my A and B called?
Miss legs.
Legs.
You need a map?
Okay. We're going to call this side 4.
We need to know the numbers. Where's my pencil? Alright, now I know what to do.
Okay. There. So here you see the longest side. Let's label it.
Miss, yeah, we don't know what x is, right? Why can't we just measure it with a ruler?
Because sometimes they will say that this part is 4 kilometers. So you're going to measure the 4 kilometers with a ruler.
Miss, does it matter?
So that's why we have to use these ratios for bigger
Miss,
triangles.
does it matter if you put 4 plus 3 as of the thing, or 3 plus 4?
Doesn't matter. So you can decide which leg you're going to call A or B. It's your choice. At the end of the day, you'll get the same answer. So let's say if you want to call this A, that's okay. If you want to call this B, that's fine. If you want to call this guy B, and this guy the other way around, that's fine too. I'm just going to call this guy A. You don't have to. I'm going to call this guy B. What's my hypotenuse?
Miss, is A always a smaller number?
Doesn't matter.
To find the leg.
Like I just said, you can call this guy A too. As long as it's one of the legs. As long as it doesn't matter, you can switch those around. In this case, this is also C, right? For our formula. Actually, no, put it like that. I'm going to put it like this.
25, just minus them.
Okay. So what do? I start off.
But squaring 4 and 3 and then just adding them up. Miss 16 plus 9 equals to 25.
But you can also do that number plus that number equals that number, and then you do divide it by.
Huh? No, it's an H for hypotenuse. Huh?
Miss, what's the time right now?
So we start off with the formula first all the time.
B squared.
And then we plug in the numbers for our A and B.
A value is 4 or 3. Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter, but because we called A equal to 3, we're going to put 3 there, okay? So we don't get confused. 4 is for B.
C squared.
In there. Yeah. X squared, so the square root and the squares are opposite, they get canceled. That's why there's no 2 here anymore. And you gotta think of a number that multiplies to 25, which is 5. So we can say longest side of the triangle is 5. Without even measuring it, without even taking out a ruler, because on this diagram, I can tell you it's not gonna be 5 if you take out a ruler, because I didn't draw it to scale. So, but we figured it out using our Pythagorean theorem. Now, the other question you're going to be asked related to this is find the legs. Don't find the hypotenuse. Find the legs now. Matthew's out.
Miss, how do you know there's a triangle though? Miss, how do you know there's a triangle?
Looks like a triangle. Look.
Okay, no, I'm saying is like, how do you know what shape to draw for the? She just guessed. Is it always going to be triangle? No, she made it. I know, but is it always going to be the triangle? Is it ever going to be anything?
Pythagorean, this theorem only works on right triangles.
So what if it's not?
Then it's not going to
So it's only triangle.
Only right triangles. That's it. You're going to investigate later on other triangles, but only right triangles.
Yesterday we're doing like 3 squared plus x squared equals 4 squared. What's
That's
the
this
difference?
box now. This is hypotenuse, those are finding the legs.
What?
Left triangle. It's a left triangle.
all triangles that are right, doesn't matter left, upside down, flipped, rotated, circled, whatever. Right triangle because right represent 90 degrees. Yeah, I
If
understand
we want
that.
to find A or B, we just have to draw another triangle.
Yeah, we're gonna draw another triangle now.
Can you go up a bit? Just so I can finish writing this up again.
Wait, what's B? What? No, me is strong. This is one called absolute.
Miss, oh yeah, Miss, how do you know?
Miss, put it the other way. Miss, can I put it the other way?
Wait, Miss, which way where did 4 and 3 come from?
I made them up.
Okay, either one.
Oh, so can we make
We can
8
make,
and 6?
okay, let's make them up.
5 and 2.
So let's say now, but this one is asking us not to find the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse are going to be exactly the same. The legs are going to be different. Here we're
Okay,
gonna
8 and
find
10. 8 and 10
So my hypotenuse
is 10.
is 10.
No, Miss, that's easy.
8, I can put 8 here or 8 here. Doesn't matter, my choice. Where would you like to put it? It was one of the legs.
Wait, Miss, how is it all of them available though? That's not
Okay.
what we do, right?
I can put it there.
And X is not available.
So I see now already that I'm going to call my missing leg X. We use any letter. X, N, Y, variable, any letter. So now the hypotenuse is present, but the leg is missing. Okay? We start off with the exact same thing. We start labeling. Which one would you like to call A?
Miss, I think
Miss,
so.
is this
A should be called C squared plus A squared.
If I call this guy A,
Same thing.
B,
Except the fact that 10 should be the highest.
yeah. I could have called this guy A too. Doesn't matter. Any one of them you can call A or B. It's your choice. As long as it's the legs.
Let's we'll go for B squared minus C squared.
So we'll start off with a regular formula. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Then I will plug in my values. C is 10. B I said was 8. And then A I said was X. Right? So far good? Yeah, I think so. So far good, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I see I have a variable here that has 8 added to it. So I have to isolate for this guy. So first I am going to simplify it by expanding it into square numbers. And then how should I get rid of the X?
Must be minus 64 is 100.
We minus it from both sides. I know I'm showing you step by
Done
step.
this in grade 7, right?
I don't think we did Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, we had a quiz on this. I mean, a test.
So then we do so you notice we're gonna do the exact same process here now. Here you just square root of both sides.
Miss, I have a question. 0 to x squared plus 8 squared. Can it be 8 squared plus
It says that the value of X squared of X is equal to 36.
As long as it's on one side.
Who needs a desk when you can have your own works?
There we go. So then we can say therefore the leg is
Miss, come on, outside that. I need